Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Avernum. In the last episode, we arrived here at Fort Duvno, and we have quite a lot of people to talk to and a nice big town to explore, so let's jump right into it. First, I guess we'll come check out here, Duvno Inn. We got a bunch of people to talk to. Let's start here with Caius. You see a small, worried man in long robes. They show the wear and lichen stains that come from heavy travel. A holy symbol hangs prominently from his neck. He invites you to sit with him. I'm Caius, a speaker of holy chants. Come and join me. I don't mind some company as I take a rest from my journey. May I ask why you're traveling? I bring the word to the flock. I once did so in Formello, but now I am moving to safer ground. Why did you leave Formello? I was assistant priest there, but the raids got too much for me. I worked for Mother Claudette, a good, fine woman. Plus, she had the ear of a mare. If you're ever there, mention my name to her. She'll help you get settled. As for me, I'm off. Caius, we'll have to remember that. In fact, I can record that down. What can you tell us about Formello? It's a city to the north. They've had troubles, though not as bad down here. Not as bad as down here. The worst thing that's happened so far is that some Nephilim spies stole the mayor's necklace. He laughs. Sounds trivial, I know. It's supposed to have powerful magic. Still, the attacks are starting to increase. I'm glad that I left. Where are you going? I'm going to the Great Cave, where things are calmer. He looks worried for a moment. Or so I hear. The Great Cave? What is that? You really don't know much about Avernum, do you? It's far to the south and then west. It's the largest cavern in Avernum. It contains a number of cities and forts, and the castle, the capital of Avernum. You should try to see it if you ever get the chance. I have another question. Despite his determination to flee south, Caius is still here and still drinking. For now, his confidence in his faith has fled him. Tell me about your holy symbol. He holds it up. You see that it is a tiny die, forged to silver. I'm one of the speakers of holy chants, and yet I am no missionary. Can you tell me what you worship? Nothing and everything. Everything is vast, and only those who strive and risk all can prevail. He looks embarrassed. As I said, I am no missionary. You can learn a lot more of our path in one of our temples. There's one in Formello. I'd like to learn more holy rituals. Then travel north to Formello. If you'd expand your magical knowledge, there is much to be learned there. I'll have to remember that if we want to learn some new magics, which we definitely will. We'll have to go up to Formello. Perhaps after Silvar, that's where we'll head. That's all for now, thanks. We have Jake over here. Meet a farmer named Jake. He spends his leisure time here in the inn, playing chess against all comers and making friendly wagers on the outcome. A few minutes of observation reveals that he is a fearsome opponent. Not wanting to lose any money, you quietly move on. Nothing too interesting. You have a soldier. No actual response. Alice here. This inn is clearly much frequented by merchants and warriors, the ones who pilot caravans north and south. The proprietor waits impatiently behind the counter. Stop gawking, she snaps. I'm Alice, and this is my inn. We have drinks and supplies. Sometimes we have rooms. That's all. Hear any gossip from travelers? I got 5 coins to spare. She takes your coins, inspects them, nods, and pockets them. Then she says, haven't heard a thing. Of course. I'd like to see the menu. You can buy some stuff here, but looks like just food, basically. I don't need anything. Oh. She seems like not a very nice person. Anything in these rooms, perhaps? Some more pants. Always nice, especially since they're free. Don't think anyone will catch us, so Might as well try and take some of this. No one saw. A new belt. That's always nice. And she can put that one on. None of them were the wiser. And we can check out some of these barrels maybe. Pillows, nothing we really care about. Okay. Guard, the barracks. Barracks seems like it's pretty big. Perhaps we'll go there last. Why don't we check out what's over here? Carol Healer. You see a tall, attractive woman with short, dark hair. She studies you carefully as you approach, clinically searching your bodies for any sort of damage. Welcome, warrior. I'm Carol, of the Hammer Clan, a healer by trade. My skills are much in demand in this fort. What services do you provide for Fort Duvno? I heal the soldiers of this rather struggling outpost as best I can. It's a difficult but necessary job. Struggling? What do you mean? Between the bandit raids and the Nephilim, there is no end to wounds I must tend to. We're always looking for help against them. You can find out more from Captain Johnson. Where is Captain Johnson? He's in the Central Barracks. He's a harsh and cold man, but a skilled commander. He scares us all, but he keeps us alive. If you want to help us in our struggle, he's the man to talk to. Okay, I think we saw him over here. I have another question. I don't need any healing. What can you do for me? Lass, I have no potions to spare. However, if you pay for my time, I can share with you a few minor rituals for focusing a patient's natural energy to heal wounds. What rituals can you teach me? Ah, so we can learn protection, and we can improve our other skills. Very nice. It's quite expensive, but I wanted to learn the protection spell. Don't need anything. We can go ahead and we can do this up now. We can see this one's going to cost a little more. I think these are mana costs, so this one costs a little more. But we now have protection, which will be very nice. Shield nearby allies. Enemy blows have a lower chance of hitting and will do less damage. I'll probably have him cast this almost every combat if we need to, because I can see that being quite useful. Mortar and pestle. This sounds like something we might actually need. I don't know if any of this stuff actually has any use. But we'll find out. Grimace Smithy. That's always nice. We can probably get some new gear here. Here's Grimace. The man in front of you is huge, leather-clad, and grimy. He holds a very large hammer. The heat from his forge leaves his face flushed, and the red stands out dramatically against his pale skin. He looks over your weaponry. A warrior, I see. I'm Grimace. I sell blades. Best you can find in the Eastern Gallery. Nice shop. You the Fort Smith? Aye, I'm the blacksmith around here. I repair weapons and the like. You can buy some here, and sell your spares as well. Can you repair anything? Actually, I just do small repairs. Now, Botel up in Fort Draco, he can do some good repairs. Is there really a demand for blacksmithing? Oh yes, the soldiers need fresh weapons as fast as I can provide them. The raids have been coming faster and faster. Who's doing the raiding? Mainly from bandits, lately, with the big kitties taking up the slack. There used to be lots of farms to the north. Used to be. Now, we're the only fort in this area, he pauses to think. You know, could always use some help. Talk to Captain Johnson in the guardhouse across the street. I have another question. I'd like to sell something. So sell everything in our junk bag for 176. That's pretty decent. And I think I'll hold on to the rest of this stuff for now. And what do you have to sell? What can I buy? I could buy a better sword, but I bet I'm going to find some iron short swords. There's nothing crazy here. The bracers might be nice, though. Give me an extra chance to evade and some extra armor. Only for 64. I think I'll pick those up. The best weapons in the Eastern Gallery, you say? Aye, I could go on a long march to find better. And if I wanted better, where would I head? Down south to the Great Cave and west. Darmon is where the best steel is worked. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'll know it. Okay, so Darmon, and we heard about a smith in Fort Draco. Way up here. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure, but... Where's Darmon? Ooh, that's pretty far as well. I'm sure we'll get around to reaching these places eventually, find some decent stuff. We'll probably want to head up to Fermello as soon as we can after we're done around here, because definitely want to learn some more spells. Thing around here, I feel kind of bad stealing from them, but you know. Anything around here worth anything? Leather pants. You do need one more pair. Let's do a quick save first, just in case. No one saw. That's nice. We'll give these over here. And an iron dagger is 11 to 33. It's quite light. Perhaps we'll give it to our mage here. She has a better melee weapon to use when she needs it. And some herbs. Can put these better bracers on. Pass these ones down. I like to keep it quite light and as good a hit chance as I can on Mycroft here, because I really want him to not miss any shots. Okay. Wrote on a save there. That's nice. Scott? You see an old man sitting under a tree. He's fishing. Are they biting? They are, catching plenty of the pale, slimy little monsters. What do you do when you aren't fishing? Well, not much. I used to be a farmer. Now I just do odd jobs and fish. What sort of odd jobs? Foraging, cutting down the cave wood and shaping it into boards, burning trash and waste. Same amount of work to get done here as up on the surface. Why'd you stop farming? He speaks loudly for the first time in anger. Those cat bastards, they burned my farm. They wanted the land, so they took it. Johnson sent out a group to attack their new fort, but they were never heard from, so I'm stuck here. He calms the conversation down and goes back to fishing. Another group. Perhaps we could look for them while we're out and about. I mean, they're free. Feel kind of bad taking them from whatever this is. Gonna tell us? Looks like a statue of some kind. Monument, maybe? Volner the Sage. Maybe you could learn some spells from a sage. The man behind the counter is short and heavy-set. He wears mage's robes, not crisp and clean, but ratty, as if he'd been traveling recently. The air in here has a thick, medicinal scent. There is some alchemical equipment sitting on the counter. The man sees that you notice it. Difficult to find supplies down here, but I manage. I'm Volner the Sage. Welcome to my shop. You look like you do a lot of traveling. He nods. I try to be a sage, but I've been seeing a lot of action lately. He looks down on his robes apologetically. I also need to find my own supplies. Sounds exciting. What sort of action were you in? Captain Johnson enlisted me to help out against the foe. I was on a raid against the bandit fort up the hill to the west. It was a mess, but we fared much better than the group that attacked the Nephilim to the north. None of them returned. He looks at you hopefully. You know, if you want to help, you can speak with the captain. What sort of supplies? Mold and fungi. I use them to make my potions. Any of the sort you find, you can bring to me. I've been trying to find a source of mandrake and grey mold, but I have no luck. They're terribly rare. Mandrake and grey mold. We'll have to bring some to him if he can make us some potions. There are no words. The design of a bow crossed with a javelin. Okay. A small, slender woman sits behind the counter, working on fletching an arrow. Years in the underworld have made her skin white to the point of translucence. She holds up the arrow, inspects it, nods her approval, and sets it aside. Then she looks up at you. Welcome to my workshop. You can call me JR. I offer fine tools for puncturing one's foes from a safe distance. What kind of missiles do you make here? I make and sell archery supplies and javelins. Let me know if you want to purchase something. The stock is kind of low. Most everything I make has been going to the soldiers. This seems like a very violent area. It is. Sometimes I wish that my business was not so healthy. Who have the soldiers been fighting? To the north, goblins and Nephilim. To the west, brigands and the restless Zerakai raiding party. The Empire has sent us all into a violent, dangerous land. I have another question. Do you know where one might learn about archery? I've been known to share my secrets, but only the ones of adequate prestige worth my time. I want to buy some missiles. So we move over here. He's using a cavewood longbow already. It's the best thing I would be able to buy. So, wow. We went from crude bow, we skipped up 2 extra tiers onto the third one above, so I guess we don't really need to buy another bow, huh? Well, okay. What do we have over here? Jason's farming supplies. A tall, peculiar-looking man dressed in leather sits by the counter. He has long hair and a broad smile, and cold, calculating eyes. Hello, he says in a soft voice. I'm Jason. I sell supplies. You sell supplies? Isn't that a bit vague? Well, I used to sell farming supplies when there were farms, and I diversified. When there were farms? What do you mean by that? There are a lot of brigands in these parts. Not good, respectable thieves. Savages. They've been attacking the farms. There's one band of them in particular that I'd like to see dealt with. Perhaps I could help you deal with them. Perhaps you could at that. Go straight north towards Formello, and you may meet a group of bandits which has been extorting money from merchants passing by. Deal with them, and I'll pay you handsomely. Nice, okay. We'll have to go deal with them. I have another question. Can you be more specific about your trade? No, he thinks. I only sell supplies for farming. He makes little air quotes with his fingers as he says the word. If you want to do some trading, I can show you what I have. Otherwise, please leave. Alright, I'd like to buy some quote-unquote farming supplies. We got a nice mix of stuff here, actually. That's a shielding potion. Spine shield and regenerating. That could be really, really nice. They're a bit expensive. That's not too bad, actually, but... A fine cloak. I do want to pick that up. Some better armor. And maybe another pair of leather bracers. Could do with a better belt as well. Maybe I'll hold off on some of this until I go maybe deal with some of those bandits. And they might have some decent gear I could use as well. And swap this cloak over. Oh, she's got one as well. What about you? Okay. Next up we have the barracks. Just unnamed guards. We have the captain there. Nephil prisoner. There's a lone Nephil held in this cell. His fur is matted and greasy, and he is clearly starving. A long gash on his leg festers untended. Poor guy. You find the body of a human brigand. He apparently died of starvation, although the heavy flogging he received couldn't have helped him to stay alive. Life in Avernum is hard. Thieves and criminals who end up in Fort Duvno receive no mercy from the captain. Well, I know one person I don't want to piss off. Let me check upstairs first. Ooh, some more shields. Actually, kinda. I don't think... No, she can't because she has a two-handed weapon. But you can, and this one doesn't have any penalty other than weight. It is a little heavy, but 12 armor I think is worth it. We have the robes to drop her weight down if we need to. I don't actually need the other one then. Check this other corner. A trap, we disarmed it. And that again goes to our high level of tool use, mostly, I think. There's a chest here with leather greaves, another scroll of radiate ice. So we'll just give that to her so she has a second. Let's see. One more armor and one chance to evade, but less hit chance. We have 5, 5. That would be 15% reduced chance to hit. You know what? Yeah. And we'll put these on her and get rid of these ones. Some little extra armor on her. Not too shabby. And why don't we talk to Captain Johnson? You see a large, bearded man in gleaming steel armor. An iron halberd is strapped over his back. Clearly, he must be the captain of this fort. He is a grim man with cold eyes and a huge variety of scars. Fortunately, he doesn't look unhappy to see you. So you are here, he says. I got word. Promising warriors arrived in Fort Avernum. I won't pretend we don't need the help. I'm Captain Johnson. I'm in charge here until we get a new commander. Tell me more about the fort. I've been in charge of it ever since our commander died. They should have replaced me by now, but Castle is in no hurry. We were meant as a staging post for merchants heading north to Formello and south to the Tower of Magi and the Great Cave. We weren't intended to be the protectors of the whole Eastern Gallery. We just ended up that way. What happened to the commander? Fell to an arrow while attacking a band of brigands. Not a savvy fellow, was put in charge of this fort in more peaceful times, and he never adjusted to the harshness of life. Why haven't you been replaced? He raises a mailed fist and slams it on his desk. Because I get results. Because we kill without mercy. Because I live to see Nephilim blood flow freely. And they won't promote me for much the same reason. What can I get here? Healing, some crude supplies. Volner can make potions if you want to get proper equipment or learn magic, though you'll have to go north to Formello. I have another question. How can I assist you? I could use some help protecting this fort from the bandits and Nephilim. It's my job to not rest until all the vermin are dead. You have all these soldiers. What can I do? Our soldiers are the best, but we can always use some adventurers, too. The bandits are off balance now, and we can really use help against the Nephilim. He practically spits out the last word. There's a weird gleam in his eye. Tell me more about the Nephilim problem. His face twists into a cold grin. It's a little disturbing. Vicious vermin. I'd love to strangle every one. They're building a new fort to the north, and I sent a small group to check it out. All of my scouts were lost. We need to burn out that lair while it's small. He grins, of course. We're getting them back. We got one of them in the cells, dying slow. Nephil prisoners, I hope you don't kill them. Can't stand... Oh, I hope you kill them. I can't stand them. You know, I'm just going to go with a neutral option here, because this seems like the kind of guy I don't want to piss off. I'd like to help you with your Nephilim problem. Alright then, the new Nephil fort is to the north. It's being dug out by goblins right now. If you can kill their commander, come back here and talk to me. I'll reward you well. Oh, I guess I have to pick one. You're treating them fairly, I hope. He frowns. You must be newcomers. Only people who just arrived would say something so foolish. When you've lost friends and loved ones to those savages, you come back and tell me about fairness. I have another question. Why don't we ask about the bandits? I'm not too worried about them. They live in the fort to the northwest. They destroyed several farms, but we're wearing them down. Like the chance to fight against the bandits. Can I help you? Definitely. The bandits have overrun a ruined fort to the west. They're led by a powerful mage. If that mage were gone, you'd have a much easier time dealing with them. Kill the magician, and you'll be well rewarded. Okay. Well, that's 2 quests that we can go check out then. The Nephilim problem, the brigand extortion, which we'll probably do that first. And there's a bandit thing. That's actually a lot closer. So maybe we'll deal with those bandits first. Do it quick. Looks like there might be some junk behind this. Let me check this out. Anything useful? Doesn't look like it. I think that's just about everything we could get. Okay. Why don't we go check out that fort then? Oh! Wrong way. Here we are. More caves and rocks around here. Oh! A hidden cache. We found a speed potion. Battle Frenzy for 8 turns. Battle Frenzy, that sounds familiar. Whoa, that is the last skill on the battle disciplines. So that is quite nice. We'd probably want that on her for now. Should probably make good use of that. It looks like there's a camp over here too. You find an abandoned campsite. There's a human body here, heavily decomposed. He or she died violently, probably killed by something with large teeth and claws. Stained and slightly rusty sword sits on the ground nearby. Might as well take it. A bronze short sword. That would be already what I'm using. That would be a better melee weapon for him. And what's his weight at? 38 of 45? Okay. I have to be a little careful. I might have to unequip a melee weapon just so he doesn't go over, but he should be fine. As we get better armor, though. Ah, this is probably the fort they were talking about then. You're ascending a huge, craggy spire of rock, dominating this end of this huge cavern. An old road made of thick cobblestones leads up its side. At the top of the hill, you see a crumbling fortress. It has a commanding view of the enormous cavern to the west. The fort is in ruins, though you can see smoke from fires inside. It drifts up into the still air and leaves a foul, gray haze around the keep. So I believe this is where that mage is. Little foreboding. Perhaps we can explore a little. You enter this abandoned fortress. This was a small outpost, placed here to keep watch over the vast expanses of cavern to the west. Now it is in ruins, abandoned by the Avernites. When you look around, it is clear that someone has since moved in. There are people living here, though you doubt that they're the legitimate owners. The buildings up to the west have been roughly patched up, and you can hear loud, raucous singing coming from inside. Whoever lives here is drunk, rowdy, and considering the number of bandits roaming this area, probably hostile. Attack on sight. That is a skeleton. This might be our first time seeing undead. We got a cave worm and some skeletons. I'm going to wait to cast protection because the wall will block it from hitting Cordelia. So I'm just going to walk up and hit him for now. There's going to be more coming from that end, so I will send her here. Yeah. Nice, and we got the cleave off as well. And then I'll send you here. I think the cave worms might spit, though, so I'll have to be a little careful. Why don't we attack one of them? Nice. And then Delia can come up and throw a firebolt. Nice. Almost got him. They're all going to attack him because they don't want to move past to get her. Now everyone's in range, or should be. Yeah, now we all got protection. And we'll finish this one off. Very nice. And he's nice and tanky, so it's not going to hurt. Oh, it seems like that's done. There we are. Not too bad at all. And of course, we're not in an overworld battle encounter, so we don't have to pick up loot before we end battle. We can just end it whenever we like. Nice. And another energy potion. This one I'm going to keep on Aldous because he is still going to be casting spells. More money. Another crystal. And another scroll of radiate ice. Perhaps this one we'll put on him. Okay. And why don't we head back outside? Make sure to throw down a quick save after every battle. You hear a shout of alarm coming from somewhere near the keep's main entrance. You fervently hope that the bloodthirsty yells are coming from Avernite soldiers who have finally roused themselves and come to drive out the brigands. Yes, it would be nice if life worked out that way. Probably brigands have spotted me now. No more sneak attack. Oh. Well, this'll be battle. I'll have Aldous go right in. Nice. Okay, and then let's throw on a daze. I didn't use the daze on the undead because I don't think they're affected. Usually they're not affected by mind things, so maybe they would be, but... Ooh. So he used Smite on her. That did quite a lot of damage. And then finish it off. Just back away and shoot. He does so much damage that it's pretty much fine. Ooh, he has a lot of hit points, though. Move him in front and cast Heal. And keep picking these ones off from the outside as they come. And why don't I'm going to try and daze the Acolyte again. They have a lot of hit points. I'd like to slow them down. Ah, they also have ranged attacks, it seems. Getting a little low, but go ahead and hit them. And I'll use a well-aimed blow. Good damage. I'm actually going to move Mycroft in and see if he can't get some more damage off as well. Ooh, that sucks. We'll use a Call Beast and hope the zombie goes out to slow them. Going to heal myself and keep swinging. Nice, good chunk of damage there. Yes, the zombie is keeping that thug busy. He casted a shield, but I think it's a little late for that. Our protection has worn off, but we got him. Very nice. That's not quite it for combat, though. I'm going to end it and try and pick up some loot. The hotkey to open it and the hotkey to swap them is apparently the same. A curing potion. We'll throw that on his bar for now. I'm assuming he will come outside. Yes. And we'll take care of these guys. Nice and easy. Especially with that bow we have on Minecraft. He's quite strong right now. So I feel fairly confident in taking them on. Not of any use. Healing potion is always nice. Leather pants. Or is she wearing leather? Yeah, we don't need those. And we'll throw down a save. We're getting a little low on HP. Magic's doing okay, though. We can probably do a couple more fights. This would be one of those times where I wouldn't mind using a ranged weapon to try and hit them, but... and how do I end their action? Let's check that quick. Doesn't look like there is one. Oh, wait is space. There we go. Now, did I get... I don't have the flawless shot yet. I think I have to learn it, so... like from a trainer, like I did the spell. You might get it automatically, I'm not quite sure how it works. Not bad. Open door here. Okay. No one too scary looking here. That halberd does big damage as well. Got some good starting gear, that's for sure. And cloth, we have a better shield. That's 15. It's 3 better armor with the minus chance to hit. But I think that's probably still worth it. I wonder if I'd need cloth for anything. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll hold on to it. I seem to recall there's a couple things like that where you can use materials. Like I think you need some planks to build a boat at some point, that kind of thing. So cloth might become useful eventually as well. I can always just sell it if I feel like it. And some more boots. I don't have too many pairs. Yeah. Nice free armor for the other characters. He's getting pretty close to his encumbrance, though. Same with her, but should be okay. Oh, another thug. These guys are no problem. There's a heavy door here, blocked by timbers and large piles of rubble. The brigands have been trying to dig their way through the mess, but they haven't had any luck. The door's blocked. Perhaps there's another way through it. Oh, some giant rats. Sometimes it can be a little hard to select the square you want. There we go. I wanted to hit the one in the middle because I have the splash chance, which could hit all of them. Well, there's another in the back as well. Ooh, a crit, but he's got so much armor that even that crit hardly did anything to him. There we are. Go ahead and take a look at some of this. You notice out of the corner of your eye that a brick is protruding from the wall in the northwest corner of the room. Very suspicious. Almost makes you want to push it and see what happens. It's talking about this little brick here, which we will be able to spot as a way of hiding secrets in the environment. There'll be things like this that we can click on. And I guess they wanted to use this as a tutorial. A skull. Not. This barrel of garbage, looked from a distance like it might have something useful in it. Closer inspection, however, reveals it to be merely a barrel of garbage. Yeah, okay. But a shielding potion. Nice. Put that on her for now. Some money. And a bolt of cloth. We'll hold on to a couple of those. We'll put some into the junk bag, but not all of them. Clay bricks. Seems like nothing else. Okay. Perhaps this main building here has something. Nope. I think we need another cloak. Does Cordelia have one? She does not. That looked like it would have been worth a lot more than nothing. It looks interesting, but... Okay, we just have this big room now. Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw out our shield chant and charge on in. Let's see if we can finish this one off. A young mage steps out of his chambers to confront you. Muttering the beginnings of a spell of protection, one brief look tells you that he is but an inexperienced apprentice. Among these humble brigands, however, his humble powers have earned him a position of leadership. As he examines you, his lip curls in an arrogant sneer. Another day, another group of Avernite adventurers, another set of treasures for our stores. I'm Arcanist Peregrine, and you have earned your doom. Arcanist? You're no wizard, kid. Peregrine is smart enough to work magic, but too dumb to see his own limitations, which are considerable. You dare question my skills? For that, you will die in fire. Say, I was attacked by a brigand named Lagrin. Ever see him? Peregrine looks surprised. Yes, Lagrin came here, tried to join us. I turned him away. I could see the naked ambition in his eyes. He went south, probably dead by now. Yeah, well, let's just get rid of them then. We'll want to get him down as fast as possible. All of the dialogue made light of it. He's probably still quite strong. Same with this hunter. Nice. Okay. We'll step in here and do a well-aimed blow. Oh, see if we can finish him off. And then, same deal. We're gonna... let's do a daze on... Do it... Where can I place it that it will... I'll hit most of them, not all. Nice. Ooh, it's getting a little low. Oh, he's encumbered. So he starts with less action points, I believe is why. He's going to heal himself. There we go. There. You I'm gonna send here. Get some good damage on him. And I'll finish off this thug. The encumbrance will sort itself out as it gets more strength as well. Cool. Ooh. Gonna need another heal. That was a close one. The protection is worn off. Oh, they're both very low. I'm actually gonna focus. I think it's still best to focus the spellcaster. I'll throw a bolt of fire on the skeleton, I guess. He has a lot of armor, but not a ton of magic resistance yet. Nice. Okay. He hasted himself. And right before he dies, he decides to summon a rat. Oh, but I got the splash damage. That was nice. Here we are. Ooh, that was a close one. But a gold necklace worth 400 and a belt with +1 to magical efficiency. I believe that gives I believe that's the trait that gives extra. Is it the trait that gives extra? No? Ah, it's a skill. Your ability to focus your mind enables you to channel magic more effectively. Chance that you won't spend all the spell energy you would. Oh, okay, so it reduces mana spent. Yeah, that is perfect for her. She's going to be casting a lot more than Aldous will. Probably, anyways. So she'll make better use of it. I'd rather have the extra armor value on him. Yeah, I'm 10 over my encumbered limit with all the heavy armor I'm wearing, but I think it's worth it just for the defense right now. He has less action points to spend, but overall I think it's worth it. Now let's loot this place. Let's give the healing potion to her. We don't need any more cloaks. There are several parchment scrolls on these shelves. You examine them briefly. They're covered with strange writing. I'm going to ignore it for now. I think there might be a fail state, so I won't be able... Like, if I don't have good enough... Oh! A nice gold amulet, or an electrum amulet with 2 armor. Another cavewood bow. I'll give that to her, since she also uses a bow. The rest of this I don't think... I mean, it's worth stuff, so we might as well grab it and put it in the junk. Oh, a better helmet. +10 mind effect resistance. The thing is, it's quite heavy, and I'm already overweight, so I'm actually going to give it to her. Even though I would normally want to give it to Aldous for the better armor. He already has such good armor right now. Like, 51%. He has really good defenses, so I'd rather just give it to her. Anything else around here? And I'm just control-clicking this to put it directly into the junk bag. I forgot I could do that. Another studded belt. Yeah, we'll give that to Mycroft. Oh, we do have more bandits here. And these one, that's an actual bandit, not just a thug. Ooh. We will heal up. Use a well-aimed blow. Oh, that miss hurts. And we'll spend the mana to try and confirm that kill. Alright. Easy combat. Suppose we could eat some of this food to heal up a bit. Mm-hmm. Anything with a value, basically, I'll take and put into the junk storage, because I might as well. Even if it only sells for 1 coin, it'll all add up eventually. Ooh, goblins hiding up here. That's not what I was expecting. Critical for 60 damage. Goblin flingers. Oh, let's move up 2 and then cast protection. Nothing we can't handle. Not a ton of hit points, really. Oh, wrong one, but whatever. The hitboxes for selecting things, like I said earlier, can be a bit weird, but it's nothing too bad. 12 to 48 on that spear for halberd is 25 to 70. So, oh, it's actually a little higher damage, 15 to 60 for her. But it is not as good. Don't need any of that. You open the box and find a jumble of torn up scrolls. Some are papyrus, some are fine vellum, brought from the surface. All of them have been torn up and misused, and disgustingly stained by the goblins. Well, any loot that would have been here is obviously not. Doesn't look like anything else. Oh, there was a body, though. And nothing on it. Dagger on the ground, though. Not much up here. We'll head back down. Well, let's throw on a quick save and see if we can't check out this thing. Try to decipher it. You can improve your knowledge of the spell Call Beast here. You concentrate and try to memorize it. Your group's total arcane lore skill needs to be at least 4 to learn this spell. Unfortunately, you aren't able to understand it. Okay. I have 1 and 1. I only have 2, so On my next level up, I could come back here. How close am I? I'm actually quite close to my next level up. So perhaps once I level up, I'll come back here. Looks like we're basically done. Well, let's head back to Fort Duvno and end in that quest then. Here's Captain Johnson. And we did it! We killed the brigand commander, and he was tough, too. You report to Captain Johnson that you managed to defeat the magically talented commander of the brigand fortress. Not bad, he says. That is a job which has defeated the best efforts of our warriors for months. Johnson produces a helmet and a small pouch and gives them to you. The pouch is filled with semi-precious stones, excellent bartering goods. Thank you again for your help. Awesome! We got 150 coins and a bronze helmet. Woo! That is a little bit better than the one she had, the rusty helmet. That's 3 armor, -5 plus 10. This one's 4 -5, 10. So it's very slightly better. I'm already overweight, so whatever, I might as well. And pass the hat on. I don't know that this counts towards his encumbrance, does it? It does not. It's only equipped. Okay. I'm just trying to think if there's any way I could drop down on the weight, but probably not. He's pretty overweight, but it's fine. Okay. Well, that basically wraps it up for this video. I guess in the next one, we'll head on and check that Nephilim fort up to the north and those brigands over here. We'll see what's going on. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.